Don't do it! No! Her! Not her! Oh no. Well, okie dokie. So, I wanted to try this demo out. It is a visual novel demo. I'm going to talk absolute bollocks throughout the whole of it. I'm going to just try and narrate it like a complete clown. I know, but it's my kind of afternoon. So we're going to go for it. Now, it does look kind of weird, kind of creepy. You see, that looks like a Rorschach thing, and all I can see is a pair of boobs. What does that say? What does that say? New game. Right, here we go. Oh, does this, when it says history, skip and all this, does that mean it's a Renpai visual novel? I don't know. Who knows? Here we go. Right, first off, love the art style. Already, here we go. Ooh, licking is already in the first sentence. I learned that you can't lick your elbow. That's what I heard about today at school. Okay. It was a regular day at school. The guy next to me was telling me his usual stories, which, honestly, I think are all made up. His father is not Evel Knievel. Lessons felt like forever, and were so boring that I almost dozed off a couple of times, or at least as far as I remember. And that's when I heard those words. It was my science teacher saying them. And it was the only thing I remembered from our lesson. When I decided to check it, somehow I was really surprised. My world seemed to turn upside down. But why? Why would such an obvious, childish thing hit me so hard? Although, it doesn't take much to surprise me. That's what my mother says. I often notice various little things that any other person wouldn't notice. It's like my mind is in its own vacuum, drifting further and further beyond the boundaries of space and time. And this feeling, it's so peaceful that I don't even feel like doing anything. It's like I'm hanging between thought and action. I don't know what this is all about. Sigh. Talking to myself makes me worried about my mental stability. But it is the best conversation I've had all week. Maybe I just think too much. Or not really. Maybe I think about the wrong things. Actually. Sometimes I feel someone's always watching me. Like in that song. Like in my life is being broadcast on some devices. That's just your overactive imagination. Would you want to watch people all the time? Says a changed colored text. Maybe you're right. But, sigh. Anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk about. I think I should stop now. Eye closes. Nice animation, I like that. Very good. Good work. Carry on. The images. Very Soviet. It's already autumn. Darkness outside. The remnants of summer warmth that had been so pleasantly warming have almost completely disappeared. The leaves on some trees have turned to fiery orange, while on others they're almost completely fallen, bearing thin and fragile branches. All of this leads to only one thing. Cold winter will soon arrive, and all the street grime will hide under the snow blanket, waiting to emerge in spring. Not long ago, the streets were crowded, noisy. People were rushing, children were shouting in the yard, someone was howling with laughter by the porch. Probably that fat bastard that lives downstairs. I know him. He's a cheeky boy. It feels like time is running unnoticed, and so fast. Way too fast. I can't keep up with anything. If only there was just one extra hour a day, life would be so much easier. Night always seems so mysterious to me, and yet so appealing. It calls to my inner Batman. It's a shame that so many people don't notice it, and it just see night as nothing more than a beddy time. And the houses, these grey boxes. I used to live in a completely different place before, but I guess these houses will always haunt me. They're all the same. No difference between them. Oh. Honestly, I don't like these bleak houses and streets at all. They just feel sad to me, like humanity has just given up. Their dull colours are so lifeless, although they probably gleamed with life and were pleasing to the eye before. Now it's just chipped paint, rusty balconies, cracks in the walls. It's as if these houses are barely breathing, as if any moment now they will turn to dust. But I don't even know how to put it into words properly. It feels close to my heart somehow. There's its own atmosphere, the warmth in all of this. Ruined roads, street lights in the dark, the old playground, and the neighbors whose faces I've already memorized. We never say hello, of course, but we see each other every day, and there's a strange, silent connection in that. There's not a single soul in the yard, only the distant sound of vehicles somewhere far off, possibly a motorway. Even at night, the city can't sleep peacefully. The lights in the neighboring apartments are turning off one by one. Ha! Each little window has its own light. It's like it symbolizes the individuality of each owner. Every window is like a separate world with its own joys and sorrows. Someone might be reading a book right now, or maybe someone like me is just sitting and watching. They all have their own stories. It would be interesting to hear about all of these. Oh, looks like another window just went dark. Or was I seeing things? Yellow text says nothing. No, I definitely saw one of them go out. Surely. I think I even saw someone in the window. They were just like me, naked, proud, staring at the neighbors, quietly observing what was happening outside their room. Or did my eyes deceive me? Would my own eyeballs betray me? Would they go behind my back? The yellow text says nothing. Ha ha ha. An old TV. An unmade and disheveled bed. Basically, as always. And dusty closet shelves. I seem to like order and cleanliness. But sometimes, there's just no time for that. Or, I'm just too lazy. Also, my favorite guitar is in the corner of the room, and other things scattered all around my room, such as my collection of Space Marines and chibis. These things can serve as at the very part of me. They're my history. The unsettling painting by the door held the gaze. The darkness beyond the doorway drew my eyes in, drew them far in. The house is totally empty. No one's here, yet, maybe this time I'll overcome my fear. Perhaps go outside, for once. What do you think? Breathe in the night air. Feel the atmosphere of the night streets. The silence of empty roads and shop windows. Enjoy the beauty of nighttime street scenery. And just clear my head. You know, I've been stuck in my room for far too long. So long that I'm starting to hate the air in here. Apart from school, I don't really go anywhere, but now that I have the opportunity, I think it's worth it. I guess a change of scenery won't hurt me, right? I go silent. Man, have I done all my homework for tomorrow? Yellow text says, you're losing track of time again. Tomorrow is a day off, so there's no need to worry about your homework. Right. You're right. You're absolutely right. I completely forgot about tomorrow as a day off. Well, let's go then. I stare at the static until I see faces. Now, what was that again? The other voice says, it seems like you were about to... Right! Outside! Right you are! Right again. That's it, I'm going to head out. Exit. I couldn't select exit, just so you know. Silence. Prolonged silence. 1 minute went by. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can you stop already? Who is this voice in my head? Mr. Yellow, the King of Yellow? Blackness. Before leaving, I'd like to look around the room, if you don't mind, other version of me in the back of my head. Go ahead. Why do you need to do that anyway? I mean, it's ridiculous. I just want to. You never know, maybe something is out of place. It always drives me crazy when something is not where it should be. That's right. There has to be aesthetics. We must have order in a world of chaos. Otherwise, we are simply the wind. Or, what if I want to take something with me? Well, you always take things with you, but they're never of use. Whatever you say, get on with it, my love. Ooh, we get to highlight things, everybody. Highlighting. Right, first off, looks like a poo on the floor. The drawings are not bad. Even good, I'd say. That's why I scrawled them into a ball. And yet I constantly see imperfections in them. I remember someone telling me that I have a talent for drawing. I think it's true, possibly, but I still have room to grow and develop my skills. The drawings depict crossed-out scribbles, some math formulas, definitions, as well as the eyes of unknown figures that come out of the school pen drawing school hours session. Excellent. My strange picture of insanity. It was here before I moved in. And also, just before. Looks creepy, if you ask me. I did ask my uncle to take it down, but there's something about it that keeps me staring at it for a long time. I stared at it for a few seconds, forgetting about everything else. It consumed all of my attention like a black hole, like an ADHD/autistic black hole. It sucked me in, and before I knew it, I was talking babbling buffoonery, and I was talking to a camera who isn't a person. Or is it? We don't know. Spirals. That's it. Stop looking. Come on. We can't stare at the spirals all day. Right. I've almost lost my vigilance myself, to be honest. Is that right, second voice? Okay, radio. Is that radio? Yes, radio. Oh, radio. Haven't used it in a long time. Not since technology moved on. Pills. Lots of pills. I wonder if it even still works. My hand moves to it. White noise was emitted from the radio. As the dial turned, only fragments of phrases surfacing briefly. Help! 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 On the news. Missiles fired! Dogs have 4 feet. The radio. Nothing special. Are you going to keep messing with it? No, I'll turn it off. I know the sound annoys you. Man, the flower has completely withered, much to my joy. I should water it before I leave. But you haven't watered it in 2 months. Why now? Exactly. That's why now is the time to do it. While I still think of it. Strike while the iron is hot, or so Mama used to say before she hit me with the iron. The flower was indeed completely withered. A couple of leaves had fallen off, and I remember the ones were barely hanging on. Guitar. Oh, maybe we should try to revive our band, the one-man band, called One Man Band. I used to perform pretty well with the guys who I never knew, and it was a lot of fun. Right now, I have a couple of demos that could be hits. Huge, possibly, in the Eastern Bloc. Better than that, just playing for myself at times. Strum, some strum. Strum, some strum. I want to be heard by someone, though. Not just an empty room. Make someone smile with a tune. It's not in tune. After the fingertips ran across the guitar strings, a quiet, out-of-tune sound filled the room. That's great for sure, says the other voice. But first you need to tune the guitar, you buffoon. Remember, we've had this discussion before. I will use the auto-tuner. Of course you will. The lazy way. I've warned you about this. Laziness begets possession, and possession begets the devil. Yes, you're right. Any other items? Are you going to keep looking at everything for too long? Me? Oh, possibly. I'm kind of mad, actually. I think I just got lost in my own thoughts again. Didn't we always? You're looking for excuses again, just so you don't have to move. Damn right. He's got my number. He knows that as soon as I lay down on the bed, knowing I have 12 items I must address, I will stay in bed and say, oh, whoops, I fell asleep while watching YouTube. And I subscribe to his channel, even though he's so interesting. You're focusing on your attention on all the wrong things. Too true, my love, too true. If you want to stay where you are, fine. It's your choice. Just don't complain later that your life is shit because you did nothing about it. Later. And don't say I didn't help you, because I did tell you. I said, don't sit there doing bugger all, because bugger all begets the devil, and the devil begets possession, and possession begets an auto-tuner. No, it's just... Just what? Say it, man! Now say it! Sigh. You always shout when I'm being difficult. Okay, it's time to get going already. Jesus, are you coming? What do you mean, am I coming? I've been telling you to move. Well, I've been waiting for you. No, I've been waiting for you, Mr. Green Voice. Mr. Yellow Voice, I was waiting for you. Now come along. I am not here to argue about it. To argue is to beget besmirchables. And we shan't be mucking around. It's like beating a dead donkey with a dead horse. It's a waste of time, and it won't drink water. Now can we get on with the game? All right, calm down. Good Lord. Maybe you two should take your meds. Absolutely. Mr. Yellow, take your meds. I'll take mine. Hopefully we'll meet in the middle somewhere. You mean get high? No, the medication. The one with the actual doctor's label. Okay. No, this time I want to see and feel the world as it is. Ding. Exit. We're going outside, everybody. It's not as scary as they say, although I'm petrified. I may wet myself. After slowly getting dressed, very slowly, for the street, I left the room. When I left my 4 walls, a slight tremor immediately ran through my body. I quickly put on my shoes at the front door and began to open it. Outside. The outside world, Intons. The door slammed like a castle gate. Different sounds. The air, smells, tastes, and sounds different out here. The echo of the apartment door slamming shut reverberated throughout the stairwell, gradually fading into a dead silence broken only by the flickering light bulb on the ceiling, which I found rather annoying. Its pale, sickly, convulsive light crept along the walls, not illuminating, but seemingly infecting the very fibers of the concrete with its yellow weakness. We are in the back room. And the flickering only served to heighten the eeriness of the place, rather than if the light bulb had been working smoothly. The walls looked as if this was not a residential building, but some kind of abandoned, completely forgotten structure inhabited only by ghosts. Only the random patterns on the wall gave any indication that the people still lived here. Well, I said, I'm at the elevator. Finally, says Mr. Yellow. This silence seems so unnatural to me. Please, Mr. Yellow, sing me a song. Fingers began to tremble slightly. I don't understand why I'm so nervous. Sometimes I want to escape from this reality so I don't have to feel this way anymore. Because of the insomnia that has been haunting me for a year now. I often lose this connection with the outside world, floating between realities. Over here, over here, over here, and over here. I don't think running away is the best situation, or solution, I mean, to your inner problems. You know it yourself. Get a grip. Get out there, son. Yes, yes. The button. A haunting circle of damnation. Approaching the elevator, I pressed the button to call it. After pressing it, there was a loud click, of which I found rather distasteful. It wasn't a neat click. The whooshing elevator sounds like the rising of a demon. As I entered the elevator, I immediately heard the shrill screech of steel doors closing behind me. Silent Hill! I sighed heavily, and a slight chill ran through my body. What if I never leave this steel tomb? 10th floor. The elevator looked no better than the entrance hall. Cracked glass, flimsy buttons, dirty walls, urined corners. It seemed as if the cables would snap at any moment, and the iron box would come crashing down, and I would be sealed inside this gigantic grey box forevermore. Forevermore! It's so quiet in here. So quiet that I can hear all my thoughts. They're like a beating drum of contradictions. You just can't run away from them anymore. Face them. Face them now. Shut up. Shut it. I don't want to hear it. You must hear it. The voice must be heard. Dave Floor. Oh, shit. Sorry. Back. Dave Floor. Back in character. Sigh. You know, the only one I can trust and share my feelings with. That's you, Mr. Yellow. You've always been there for me when I was feeling down, and of course, I'm very happy and grateful. But I'm afraid that sooner or later you'll leave like everybody does, and I'll be alone forever. A lump gradually formed in my throat. Sigh. 7th floor. Why does it seem like everything is going wrong for me? As soon as I start something, one of the many millions projects I start, a day or a week goes by and it's no longer important to me. Whether it's music or drawing, all my interest and ambition, they just disappear. All that remains is guilt and anger at myself. Why can't you stick at anything? What's wrong with you? Why? You pick up drawing, you abandon it in 2 days. You buy all the paints and pens, but you don't follow through. You just feel good that you did the purchase. You listen to the self-help gurus, and you go, yes, I watched 7 hours of Tony Robbins, and guess what? I feel great right now, but also very sleepy, and I'm still broken. Why? Guilt. Guilt consumes me, every fiber of my being. I see my reflection. Who do I see? A guilty man. I turned to the mirror, the broken mirror, looking at my empty reflection, as if trying to find something in it. But in the reflection, there was only a tired and drowned imbecile, a clown, a guilty man, a shameful man, a beast of men, a cad, a fool, a jester, a monkey in a man's skin. Sick floor. Sick floor. It's so familiar. What are you talking about? Get a grip. About how I always ruin everything, even though I always want the best. That's not true. You're telling yourself stories again. You always do this when we're in the elevator. Then why does everything end the same way? My reflection just stayed silent. When I asked that question, it's still looking at me. Is it me looking at me? Or is that reflection the man I could have been, who feels given up upon? Its gaze was quite tired and judgmental. I kind of took a disliking to him. I don't like the cut of his jib. I grab onto anything. Sadly, the police would say no to that, so I changed the thing I grabbed and moved on to something else, just so I don't have to think about it. But my brain, my head, my mind, I cry. My chest, it feels tight. The walls are closing in. I couldn't breathe in my own skin. My skin is tightening. It's not the elevator. It's like my body, my inner soul. This is closing in on me, as if I'm shrinking on the inside, that my soul's light is dimming to a dull, dead, lifeless glow, like these flickering lights in the hall. Sweat slowly trickles down my face. No, please, not again. I won't become a werewolf. My heart was beating so loudly that it drowned out the creaking of the cables. 5th floor. Red door. Why didn't I run out? Then, why didn't I flee? I heard screams. God damn it. Oh, it's coming back to me. The images. I can still hear us screaming. I heard punches and the clattering of dishes. What's going on in there? I know what's going on in there. Why am I asking what's going on in there? Am I doing it to hide the truth? I could have opened the door. I could have seen it. Maybe if I saw them, I would have stopped them. Do something. But I didn't. I stayed in my room, like a shameful, guilt-ridden coward. Why didn't you do anything? I was paralyzed by the horror. It came back to me. Oh my god, fragments of that evening flashed before my eyes. They forced me to sink deeper into the darkness of my consciousness, the only way to survive. 4th floor. All I felt was guilt, anguish, and an intense pain that I could not be cured. I kept blinking. I kept hoping that with each blink that the world would cease. But it didn't. My heart beat faster and faster with each beat. I wish I could just hide somewhere. Hide far away from this. Far away from myself. I wish I could hide in the cupboard behind my own back. Calm down. Damn it, says Mr. Yellow. You couldn't have done anything back then. You were simply a child and they were adults. Get a grip. Come on. It's not your fault. You're not the reason why. No, I must be. I'm always to blame. They said it. 3rd floor. Who am I, anyway? A guy who is afraid to leave his room? What kind of a coward is this? What do they mean, agoraphobic? Why is that on my medical sheet? Who takes pills to live? What kind of person needs pills to survive? I must be a fool. Am I even worth the life I'm breathing in? How long will this last? Oh, why? Why? How long can I hold out? Every day is a battle, a silent battle against demons invisible. Second floor, intense. Second floor. I'm guilty of all things. I should have done something, whatever it may have been. I missed the chance. Enough, says Mr. Yellow, annoyed and angry that he's doing this conversation yet again. It's my fault, I scream. All my fault. Stop it. Stop it, Mr. Green. Come together. Feel your heart. Fill it with passion and life. Remember, it's not your fault. It was them. It was their game. You were simply a bystander. Why are you blaming yourself? It's not you. My fault, my fault, my fault. Perhaps they would be better off without me. Crack. In the facade. In the pantomime, that is me. I am a jester, wearing a jester's mask. And behind the mask is simply a void. Thank you for playing this demo version. Look at that. There we go. Quite good. Quite captivating. Very intense. Good colours, good graphics. I like the animation bits. Very cool. Nice character face. Very cool. Good storytelling. I liked interacting with the environment. Always like that. So if you liked the game Levitate, if you thought this was cool, this is the demo. Quite a lot in the demo. Quite a lot of taste there. Very good. If you like this, go wishlist it. Like it on Steam or wherever the heck else it is. And there we are. This is what's fun about indie devs, is you can get stories that the fat cats up in Whitehall won't make. That's what I'm telling you. Brilliant stuff. So there you are. Levitate. I am Cheekster, the Mr. Yellow. And you are Mr. Green. Be nice to yourself. Be loving to yourself. You haven't done anything wrong, and you're going to win. Just keep going. Until the next video. Bye-bye.